Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Shayna Cersei and I'm so excited to paint with you today. So today we're going to be doing another watercolor journal idea. I'm going to be keeping it really simple and we're going to do some more swatching and doodling. This is one of the easiest things that you can do in your watercolor journal and still feel satisfied and like you enjoy the outcome, the product, the outcome. And you can play with things like colors and line and texture with your doodles and play with all your colors with your watercolor palette. So today I'm going to actually be mixing some of my colors but with white. So I don't use white a whole lot in lots of paintings, but when you want a nice pastel, more opaque look, you can add white to it and it gives it that more opaque pastel look. It does lighten it a little bit, but if you want white in terms of like white or a highlight in your watercolor journal or on whatever watercolor painting you're doing, you would want to leave the white of the paper, but we're just going to do this for fun. So I pulled out dioxazine purple, I just pulled out magenta, and you can see I'm just adding white to them. Let's pull out some blue. I think this one will be really pretty. Almost like Easter egg colors. Perfect. And whatever colors you mix too, like if we mixed colors last time, you could add white to those as well. So you don't have to stick with just the colors out of the palette. You can mix colors and then add white also. All right, so that was a phthalo blue with white, and maybe I'll do this yellow. I don't think I've really mixed yellow with the white before. Just rinsing my brush off in between. Oh, that's pretty. But it definitely changes the consistency of the yellow. All right, so I'm just gonna start making a bunch of swatches. And you can make your swatches squares, rectangles, ovals. Actually, you know what? Let's do ovals today. Let's turn them into ovals, like little, what are those? Like the miniatures, like we're gonna doodle inside them, like a little locket. So these almost give, well, I wouldn't say quite as opaque as a gouache, but definitely more opaque than just straight watercolor. I'm gonna make this one a little darker. But what fun, pretty. You can make them lighter by just adding water, so more delicate. This one looks a little like Pepto-Bismol. Let's add a little bit more, a little bit richer color. I'll just move this for a second. And you can make your swatches as, like I said, any shape, or you can make them much lighter in value. I guess let's stick with these 4 colors. Maybe I'll do that and then I'll just offset them. So we'll do purple. And it's a little too small, I think. Pink next to it, and then we'll start back at yellow. I just kind of shifted everything over one. I really like this yellow though. And it was a warm yellow, a diarrhea yellow or a gamboge yellow with white would probably give you a very similar color. So phthalo blue, dioxazine purple, diarrhea yellow, and quinacridone magenta were our 4 colors with white. So let's see. Let me wrap my brain around this. So I shifted everything that way. So if I shift everything again, Yellow would be here. Well, now I wish I had 4 rows because that would just make it even. Because we would have a color in each row. But, c'est la vie. All right, so boop. So magenta goes over here. No, magenta goes here. My brain is not processing. Magenta, and then purple and blue will go over on the other end. Cameo, is that the word I was thinking of? Like a cameo locket, that oval shape. This one is much lighter than this one. I'm gonna add another layer on real quick. Let's see if I can get to it before it dries too much. There we go. All right, so we have all of our colors. I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to get my micron pen, and I'm going to do some doodling on top of them. Oh, I see my pink ran a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it real quick. That one's going to be tough. I might just have to widen my oval a little bit. There we go. All right, so let things dry and then go get whatever kind of pens you want to use on this, whether it's white gel pens, jelly roll pens, or micron pens. Just make sure they are waterproof. Well, I guess they don't have to be waterproof as long as we don't paint over them again, but I try to keep mine all permanent and archival. All right, we'll see you back in a moment. All right, we're back and all of these are dry. I picked up a micron size 3 pen and a jelly roll white. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. It might only work on the blues and purples and come out very well, but we're just going to play. All right, I'm definitely going to keep these floral and foliage in nature, my doodles, and I'm just going to start, we'll start over here and work our way through. So let's do something sprouting, some ovals, and then we'll do some. So this, you can really just get into like old school, in the notebook, in the margins type of doodling. Sometimes that's just so satisfying. Let me do a little scruffy. 2 little flowers. Just brings you back sometimes. For those of you who were doodlers, I was a big doodler. I still am a big doodler. Even when I'm in meetings or things like that, I tend to doodle in order to better focus. So my ears and my brain can focus better when my hand has something to do. I don't know if any of you find that, if that is just a weird thing of mine. But I guess, I mean, that makes sense. You know, lots of kids, these days, they get fidgets to kind of keep their hands busy so they can focus their minds. So I guess I was just an early adopter of that. And mine came in the shape of doodles, or the form of doodles. Let's try this jelly roll pen on this darker color. Let's see what we think. What are we gonna do in here? Let's do, I want it to kind of have a lot of white. I'm gonna do like I can't think of the name of it right now, but like almost a lavender, a cylindrical kind of reedy type plant with blossoms all the way up. And I'll add some black. Let's do some black leaves. You know, and not every idea you come up with will work out That's fun. You can always go back to over top of these and do darker color paints also with your brush. Maybe we'll add a little something shortly. Okay, let's do, I'm gonna do like one big. I don't know why I skipped that one. Almost sunflower. Let's give it a center there. And then I'm going to keep going and keep layering, letting the petals get a little bit smaller. I'm going to scribble up the middle a little bit. This one I could definitely spend more time on, really giving it texture. All right, we have so many more of these to do. So maybe I'll do a couple more and then I'll fast forward through the rest and you can come up with your own ideas and designs for your little floral doodles inside. And I hope you enjoy. All right, let's do a couple more. Let's add some white, maybe to this blue one down here. It's probably driving everybody crazy that I didn't go like and do them all right in a row. All right, so maybe I'll do this one. I'm gonna do like hanging. Looks like funky hair right now. Like wisteria-ish, kind of. Sometimes it's fun to just not do anything too complicated. Just let your mind wander and your hand. Yes, this does look like someone's hair now. Like curly, curly hair hanging down. Maybe I can add some leaves to give it more of a plant-like feel. And again, every idea you have won't be the most amazing. That's okay. Still feels satisfying. I really want to like color some of these in. I don't know why. All right, so let's do one more. And then I will fast forward through these. All right, let's see. What other one could we do? I'm gonna do like a cone flower. So like a gumdrop shape with these kind of thin petals. They get longer out to the sides. We have a little foreshortening in the back. We don't quite see them all. Give it some texture around here. A stem and a leaf or two. All right, there is another flower, a little cone flower, some leaves, a sunflower, some, I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, let's go. I'm gonna fast forward through these and give you a couple more ideas as I work through the rest of these. All right, we're all done. And as you can see, I went back and added a bunch of white embellishments onto a lot of them. This was fun and relaxing, and thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out the description for links to supplies and materials, and I will see you here again for our next one.